Hey everybody, Skye here. Today we're continuing with my album collection. Today we're gonna be doing my GOT7 albums. Yeah! If you haven't seen the previous part, it's on my girl group albums. Anyways, let's get it! The first album is GOT7's Got It. It's their first mini album. Girls, Girls, Girls era. Oh my gosh, look at these fetuses. Anyways, I jam to Girls, Girls, Girls a lot, but my favorite song from this album is probably Like Oh. Here's their second mini album, Got Love. Title track A. I have two versions. One's like the actual Korean version, which is this one, and then the other version is like a Taiwanese version, and it has like a DVD to it. My brother got that for me. I don't know why, but anyways. From this album, I think my favorite song, aside from A, is Bad Behavior, which is Napunjit. Oh my gosh, I failed there. Almost folded that page. Anyways, this version has a DVD. It includes like the music videos and I think some behind the scenes. Their next album is their first full-length album, Identify. Stop Stop It era. Oh yeah. Hajima, hajima. Anyways, this version's like the close-up pictures version, so they're like super in your face. From this album, I think my favorite song is probably Daebi, which is Moonlight. Anyways, this is the second version of Identify. It's just more wide shot images, so their faces aren't like all up in your own face when you're looking through it. Stop Stop It was a great era, actually. I really liked the song. It was really catchy, and the music video featuring like 16 members, it was great. The outfits were really funky, but Stop Stop It is a good jam. Next album, Just Right. I don't know why I didn't show, but I had a shot of the front of the album. It got cut off for some reason. My favorite song from this album, aside from Just Right, is Before the Full Moon Rises. Just Right is such a good song. Message is so great. The concept was super cute. I was really digging it. They all look so adorable, and I really just loved all the colors and everything. This album, I wasn't a huge fan on how they did like the black and white print of the members on these really colorful booklets, and just like the front of the album as well. Generally, this whole album was great. And it was super funny going from Just Right to Mad era. Here's Mad. I have the vertical version. There was another version, which was the horizontal version for this album. This concept was super great. They were so hot, or they're still hot, but like this era, man, this era. Anyways, If You Do is such a good song, and the choreo is so great. I think from this album, If You Do is my favorite track. But yeah. I also have the winter edition, which also had two versions. It's like a repackage, or it's not, it's like, it actually is a repackage of Mad. It included 3 new songs, which includes Confession Song, which is such a good song, but I think from the new tracks, my favorite would be Ibyeol, which is This Star, I think it translates to. Those are postcards, and then here's the lyric book, which includes their pictures as well. If you open it up, it's like a banner that you can hang up, I guess. The postcards are used for this, actually. It's like a desk, like calendar stand thing, so you can set it up on your desk and like use it as a calendar, and you can put whichever picture you want from the postcard package. It has the horizontal and vertical, like, standing. These stickers, man, these stickers are so cute. I love these stickers so much. I don't think I'll ever use them, but they're great. Here's the diary. I obviously didn't use it. It's super blank, but it's such a waste I didn't use it because it was for 2017, but honestly, it's so cute. I just didn't want to use it. It's so cute. Here's Flight Log Departure, first of their trilogy. I bought this album off Yes Asia. I bought it for Elle and 2 of my other friends, and it was actually supposed to be random member like signed, but I managed to get one that was all the members that signed it, so I obviously kept that version. But anyways, I have the Serenity version. There's also the Rose Quartz version, which is pink. I have a zoom up of Mark here looking super uncomfortable. Anyways, this album was so good. It's so hard to pick a favorite, but the most listened to songs would probably be Fly, Begging on My Knees, and Motageso, which is I Can't. These all the songs are so good, honestly. And then Turbulence. Oh my gosh, Turbulence. I'm super biased probably, but also all the songs are so good. I have 2 versions. I have the group version, And I also have the Jinyoung version, which will be shown after. So here there's like a card back on the CD. The back of it, it makes like the full image of their group picture, which I will show in a bit. So this album is so great. All the songs are so jam worthy. Even the slow songs. The slow songs are just they're just so good. I'm probably being super biased, but like I enjoy these songs so much, especially after the GOT7 fan meet back in 2016. For this album, it's really hard to pick a favorite song because I really love all of them. But I think the song that probably impacts me the most is probably Prove It. So here's the Jinyoung version. It's signed because I actually bought it in Korea. At the place I got it, all the albums were signed. I think it was like some special event or something, and they had extras and they were selling it signed. It was actually random, and my brother's girlfriend actually picked this one, and it turned out to be Jinyoung, which like was just, oh my gosh, I was so shook when I opened it up and it was Jinyoung, and I was just super shook. And all the pictures of him, he's so beautiful, he's just so beautiful. Anyways, this album is great. Listen to Hard Carry, watch the music video is great. But honestly, you should listen to this whole album. This full-length album was great. It was, I would say, a huge improvement from their first full-length album. But yeah, listen to Turbulence. Arrival! Never Ever is actually such a good song. I'm saying this for like all of their songs, I guess, but I'm being super biased. But Never Ever actually is such a good song. I think for this album, my favorite song is probably Never Ever, but I also jam to Paradise and all the other songs. Like Out. Out is such a fun song to just kind of jump around to. Anyways, this album was pretty decent considering that it was really hard to follow up after Turbulence, because Turbulence was just such a solid album. But generally this album was pretty good, I would say. Never Ever though, Never Ever is great. So for this album, there were two versions. I have this version, I don't remember what it's called, but Elle has the other version, so she'll probably show that in the near future. So this next booklet I have actually came with pre-orders. It was just like behind the scenes pictures from all three eras in this trilogy. These pictures are super nice to look at. Honestly, the Flight Log trilogy was just great. 7 for 7, their next mini album. This album was such a gift, to be very honest. So I have both versions of this album. I don't remember what they're called. I believe the gold one is called Golden Hour. I'm such a bad fan. Anyways, 7 for 7, this album was, how do you say it? It was very meaningful, I would say. Just honestly, their friendship is just so touching and so warming. This album's songs were really good. I liked most of these. No, I liked all the songs. What am I saying? I think my favorite songs from this album would probably be Nege, Face, and You Are. It's really hard to pick a favorite in this album, but I think those are my top 3 songs that I liked the most from this album. But honestly, all the songs are great. For this album, the pictures were really nice. They weren't super whitewashed, but I really liked these pictures. So each album had a lyric booklet, which had a printing of one of the members. I had Mark for the earlier one, and then Jinyoung for this one. I also have Jinyoung for the next one, which is the present edition. That present edition album also had 2 versions. I only have this white one. I think the other one was blue. I didn't get both versions because honestly, I just really wanted this album cover because it's super nice, but there were no new tracks for this quote-unquote repackage. But the pictures for these were really nice. So 7 for 7, this whole album was just so meaningful. I think with this album, GOT7 managed to find their sound, and just the idea behind how they wanted to make this album as a gift for the fans as well. Just this whole album was just such a strong message for us fans and just for themselves as well. My eyes on you. Anyway, this album, Eyes on You, was also another precious album. This is so cute. In all honesty, Look took a few listens to. It wasn't something I was expecting, but it got super catchy eventually. My favorite songs for this album, hands down, will have to be Thank You and The Reason. So the lyrics for Thank You are super touching and meaningful. Bless Jin Young's heart for writing those lyrics. And like honestly, I want to cry every time I listen to that song, especially after their concert. Uh and The Reason is just so good. Props to Bam Bam for working on it. It's such a good song. So here's the lyric poster. I got Jin Young for it. There were different versions. Next album, JJ Project's Verse 2. Yeah! So I didn't go chronologically because this album would have been before Eyes on You and before 747. But so I have two versions of this album. There were four versions. All the photos were different, but the album itself stays the same, like the songs. This album was so solid. Honestly, this album was very my style. I enjoy all the songs so much. It's really hard to pick a favorite from this album, but I think my top played would still be their title track Tomorrow Today. But honestly, Coming Home and Icarus are such good songs, and the rest of the songs too. And they're solo songs. They're solo songs. Anyways, so please check out this album if you're not into GOT7. At least like listen to this album because this album is just so good and so meaningful and very relatable. Like if you listen to, I mean, read up on the lyrics and stuff, just they're great. So I wanted to show the spine because the JJ was super cute. So this is GOT7's first full-length Japanese album, Moriagateo. I got this album when I was in Asia because I had to. This whole album was great. I enjoyed it so much. This album had so many styles of songs. It was just really great. So the rest of these clips are just other collectibles I have. These are the fan meeting DVD sets. Here's the GOT7 Inc. DVD set as well as their first concert DVD set for Fly and Soul. This is Flight Log Departure Monograph, and I have their first photo book. I don't have the other monographs, and I don't have their other photo book. I think there was one other. But yeah, if you guys want to see this in detail, message below and I might do a video eventually. Here are their like super cute figurines. So I only have Jin Young ones. So this is from Flight Log Departure and then the other one is Flight Log Turbulence. The Flight Log Arrival figurines are supposed to be coming out really soon. I might get one as well. So the next clip is going to be my light stick. I only have the first generation one. The second generation one did come out. I'll probably never buy any other generation ones unless this one breaks. The sticker on it does not come with the light stick. I got it at the concert last week. But yeah, that's it for this video. Part 3 of my album collection will come out eventually. It's going to be my Miscellaneous. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!